Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammed Alhazza. I'm a project manager at KAFD. And today I would like to highlight some of KAFD's contributions towards sustainability and towards Saudi Arabia's green vision into better and carbon offset and having better green projects. And today, I would like to discuss the latest project in KAFD that was actually finished and completed last month. It's KAFD's Fire Station. And this fire station, it's very unique. It's the first fire station in the world that is classified as LEED Platinum as per version 4 from USGBC. Let's start with some statistics. In 2023, and according to the US Green Building Council, USGBC, and that is the organization that is classifying the buildings and issuing the LEED certificates, has issued a list of countries that has the best or the most LEED certified projects. Saudi Arabia came one of these 10 countries. It came the 6th on that list with 2.16 million square meter. The way that they calculate this project is actually per square meter, not as per project. Sometimes you would have a huge project or big project that's equivalent to maybe 10 or 3 projects, but in smaller size. KAFD's contributions toward that big number was only in 2023 was 1.29 million square meter. And this cumulative goes to up to 59% of Saudi Arabia total number. Also, worth mentioning, KAFD has a LEED neighborhood certificate. And it's not just any LEED neighborhood certificate, it's a platinum certificate that's considered to be the largest in the world. And this LEED neighborhood certificate, it's usually not just for building, it's for the infrastructure, for the community, and for the entire campus and how to connect these buildings together. If you go to KAFD headquarters, in the lobby you'll see this beautiful wall that shows all these trophies for all projects that has LEEDs from KAFD. And these things are just some of these trophies, and we have more projects that's still in the pipeline to be certified as LEED. Talking now about this new project, and the project that we wanted to talk about here is this KAFD Fire Station. Starting from beautiful broadcasting facade that we can show the information, whatever information needed for this fire station for the world outside. And also, this building is very efficient, where it could save about 43% from less energy than the conventional regular building. Moreover, there is 65% of lower water consumption combined of outdoor water of 78% lower than the regular outdoor usage and 51% of the indoor water usage. All of these technologies has been combined together to assure that we have one of the best buildings here and to have a higher building to go with the improve the operation and the facility management in the building. Sometimes we have to pay a little bit more, especially with the LEED, to get better systems in this building. But in the long run, the lifespan of this building, it will be much, much better, and it will actually survive longer than the conventional regular buildings. You might ask how we could achieve such high numbers here. Let's start way back before even the design phase. So at the pre-design phase, there is a workshop that happened with all stakeholders. We call it a symbol box. During this symbol box, we had to sit together and analyze the building, analyze how we are going to utilize this building in the best to have the lower cost with the highest productivity. So during this, we did a multiple energy models. And one of these models is actually going to rotating the building. So taking the building as baseline, 0 degrees, and then trying to rotate it and see the correlation with the sun. So going from 0 degrees to 90 degrees to 180 degrees all the way, and then finding the best parameters whether if it's for the indoor and outdoor heating, the lighting of this building, and also the heat rejection for this building. So all of these parameters, we will find the best angle to put this building on the ground, and then we will choose and we decide to put it on that direction. And this will save us the most, is in addition to the different system that we will be utilizing. So here also, we have done a lot of LEED approved systems, and one of them is the LEED irrigation approved system, and that was the drip water irrigation system into this building. The gray water also treatment, a recyclable water, is used for the irrigation in this building, and this is on-premises water irrigation system that we're using. Also, in this building, we have a waste management and recycling area, and worth mentioning also, as KAFD in total, we have a system that we call it automatic waste control system, and this entire system is connecting all of the buildings in KAFD underground as an infrastructure to the main center and the centralized unit that takes these waste and recycle it or to distribute it to the other areas. So in KAFD, in general, you will not see any waste cars that is collecting the waste within KAFD, and that's lowering the CO2 emissions. So for this building, everywhere you see, on the roof, usually the rooftops, or even the car parks area, you will see there is solar panels. It's all covered with solar panels. We have about 260 solar panels that is covered for this fire station. And these solar panels, it generate about 146 kilowatts per peak. 41% of the energy that needs for this building is actually already been generated by these solar panels. And as a fire station, you might need this energy if you might want to have it as a standalone building. Also, if you have an electric car, sometimes, and if you go to KAFD, you will find EV charging station mostly everywhere, but specifically in this building, you will find it and as a preferred car parking area. So here, we didn't only care about how to have a sustainable building, it's also about the occupants of the building itself. So there is something that's very important, which to have a quality of views for the occupants. And the definition of a quality of views is when you have a direct sight of line for whether it's the outdoors or the open areas. And as you can see, this is the courtyard, which is in the middle of the building. And most of the occupants, or let's say the indoor spaces as well, they will have actually access to it or direct sight of line for it. So from offices, from dining areas, or from classrooms, and remember, this is a fire station, so you might have all of that together around it. So that is something we really cared about as quality views. And definitely for the air quality, we are here following the highest standards, which is the American ASHRAE 62.1, to have a high quality of the indoor air quality. This air quality, we check in it during the construction time and also after construction during the operation times. Moreover, we picked about more than 20 products that is labeled as cradle-to-cradle products. And these cradle-to-cradle products, it's very sustainable in a way that by the end of its life cycle, it will never be going to waste. It will be always either recycled or repurposed or reused again. So we try to assure that utilizing these materials or these products into this building. Here's one of actually very cool solutions that we try to utilize, which is the sunlight that we have. So as you see, in Saudi, we have the sunlight that we have almost every day during the year. So why not to utilize that and use it as a lighting? For us, we try to use it by the skylight and the solar tubes or solar tubulars. And as you can see here on the rooftop, next to the solar panels, you will see a dome, and also by that dome, which collects all of the lights or the sunlight. And then there is a tube, and that reflects or amplify all of these sunlights. And when you walk in the outdoor spaces inside the building, you will see it as a regular light like that. And it just lights up this in a very nice way. It's not a very high or it hurts the occupants of the building. Lastly here, this is a fire station, and we try to have it with the highest technologies and whatever is needed for whatever is needed in the incidents for God forbid. So, as all you know, we could have an incident anywhere, and the first few minutes or first few seconds sometimes is the most critical for any incident. So we need to control this incidents very well and very quickly. And by having such technologies like the drones, we could actually control this incidents very well. And this building comes to be able to host observational and firefighting drones, where we're having taking off and landing areas, and also having a maintenance and a storage areas for these drones, and also having a communication link between the fire station itself, between the command center, and by the drone operator itself. I hope by showing you some of that is showing that we can make the project, whether in the Middle East or in the world, we have now a new baseline for a different and higher standard project, whether it comes to sustainability or into more of technological and better buildings. That's all what I have. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please give me ask me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Alhazza. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a minute or two to open up to audience questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question. Yes, Nabil. 1 second, I'll bring.
Assalamu alaikum, and
Alaikum
thank you very much for the very interesting presentation, really. As the Director of Energy and Sustainability, those numbers look fantastic. I was just wondering, how exactly do you get to that number? So, for example, it's a 43% more efficient building, right? So, just a very high level, do you have a platform that does it, or are there consultants or engineers who do it? Even when it comes to the carbon footprint, I think I saw somewhere, do you usually use consultants or an application, or how exactly do you arrive at this number? Will that make sense?
Okay, so
thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the question. So at the beginning, we do have our own consultants, especially when it comes to lead. We have to do all of these side by side, but also we have our in-house team for all these calculations and doing all of the pre-design, as I said, the simple box and all of these. And then we can see what is the most efficient building we can come up with. And sometimes we have to change some technologies or systems to match our goals or match also the LEED. So for here, we chose the LEED Platinum, and we are targeting 92 credit points. So that was one of our key factors. And from there, we actually went down the streams and tried to pick the best systems that suits this building.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. If you could just wait on stage with me.
All right. Thank you.
Mohammed, as a token of appreciation for your presentation and contribution today, we would love to present you with a speaker's trophy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Eric.